Good morning, everyone. We have made it all the way to day 5. And let me tell you, this morning I didn't think I was going to make it through day 5. Let me tell you what happened last night. So I edited the footage for days 2 and 3, and I probably spent about an hour on it. And it wouldn't let me, so the app that I do all of my video editing in, it wouldn't let me export the film because it was telling me that I didn't have enough room on my iPad, which has happened plenty of times before. So all I do is I go in and I make sure that my deleted folder is clear. I sort of take off any apps that I'm not using. And one of the things that I've also done many times in the past without any problems is you can go into the back end of the video editing app itself, because that app takes up so much storage, because what it does is it still clings hold to a lot of files and things that you've deleted and you've stopped actually using in the app. It's almost like it has like a little bin all of its own. And so what I did was I went in and did what I normally do, which is to delete as many things from like the back end of that app as possible to clear lots and lots of space. Only this time, somehow, and I thought I was being careful not to do this, somehow I managed to delete the edited film from the back end of the app, which just broke my heart. It broke my heart. And I thought I'd got over it last night. I was just like, okay, you've lost an hour's work. It's going to be tedious redoing it, but you'll just redo it, and you're going to redo it in the morning. Like, don't try and do it tonight, because you're still getting over the fact that you've just lost all of this work that you've done. And yeah, so this morning I woke up and I had not got over it. I have sulked most of this morning and it's now 11 o'clock and I have re-edited the video. I sat there and I just thought, no, I'm going to re-edit the video. I am going to give myself kind of like a relaxed morning. I have this morning. I have until 12 o'clock to kind of fully get over the loss of that work and the fact that I've had to redo it. And then come 12 o'clock, I have to just get on with all of the things that I'm doing today. Sorry, I've got a bit of hair that just keeps hanging forward and annoying me. So day 5 has been labelled messy, which that's what I've decided today is going to be. I thought I was just going to get on with one thing today, but because of my attitude this morning and my mindset, that is not the case. So I have a whole jumble of things on here that are things to do with home, things to do with work. There's like little bitty jobs, there's slightly longer jobs on there. And all I'm going to do is just pick things on here and just see how many of these I can clear on day 5, because what I'm hoping is that actually I'll clear loads of these things out of the way, and then that means that sort of for days 6 and 7, like the rest of the first half of my 14 days, day 6 and 7 will feel clearer, so that I can just pick a thing like Etsy and just get on and do that all day without interruptions. So my things for today then, as you have seen, I need to take a load of stuff in the kitchen down to the compost bin. I need to finish uploading that KDP book. I've decided I'm not going to put it off. It's almost done. I just need to do the description and that's it. Then it's ready to go on. I also need to set up the mailing list so I can add that link to the inside of the book. You know, setting up this mailing list is probably going to take me a maximum of 15-20 minutes, and I just need to get on and do it. I'm going to do some Etsy research and again, I'll just set myself a time period. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. Get that Etsy research done into at least one of my 2 digital download shops that I've got. I want to do a community poll about, so 2 people have kindly bought me a cup of tea using my Buy Me a Coffee link, and I'm really grateful. I've thanked them both. I really appreciate it. It's brilliant. It's so good. And I'm torn between using the money for 2 things. So one of the things that I'm really clear about with any money that's sort of gifted through that is that's not part of my regular income. That is the equivalent of someone literally just sitting with me in a coffee shop and buying me a cup of tea. It's not a contribution towards my online income, because I don't like my online income, as I think I've said in previous videos, that's my responsibility, it's nobody else's. So I've got these two gifted, or the money for two sort of gifted cups of tea, and the last lot of Buy Me a Coffee money, I spent that on some bits and pieces, because I want to do like a office desk makeover. And I've worked out that I think there's 3 or 4 more things that I want to get for that. I want to get a plant. I need to get a Bluetooth mouse, because the one that I've got at the moment isn't working, and it's like a plug-in one, and that's kind of irritating, and it looks really messy on the desktop. So Bluetooth mouse, and then there's a couple of other bits in terms of desk organisation that I'd like to get as well. So I don't know whether to sort of continue to put the money towards that, or whether to go and basically work in a coffee shop or a tea shop or what have you for the first time. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and that other people have suggested that I do, particularly as I get very easily distracted by household jobs and things at home. And I've never really been able to justify going and sort of spending the money for a cup of tea and piece of cake or sandwich or whatever, to go and do that. And I thought maybe I could take the money and do that, and it can kind of form part of one of these vlogs, although I guess the desk makeover could also form part of a vlog. Yeah, so I thought I'd put a community poll up basically, to kind of just see what people thought, see if they liked the idea, see if one idea was more popular than the other. So I mean, either drop a comment on that poll once it goes out, or you can leave a comment at the bottom of this video. So there's that. I do need to hoover the upstairs of the house. So the top of the stairs, the landing, and the 2 bedrooms need doing. I want to add 4 listings to Etsy if possible today. Might not be. Oh, and then I realised that I had been a complete numpty about something. So do you remember when there was the problem with Royal Mail, and they had the cyber attack, and so they had sort of turned off all of their international postage? Well, I had gone in and turned that off in my vintage Etsy shop. And do you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn it back on again, which is a real pity, because some of my sales have gone overseas. And there's me wondering why I haven't really had a sale in that shop for quite a few weeks. That might be partly why. So I need to go on and into that account and switch that back on in the shop. Again, these are things that are just like little irritating things that will take me 5 to 10 minutes to do. I want to create a landing page with Canva for the scrapbook paper brand. I want to update my scrapbook paper spreadsheet, just update all of my numbers, because I'm keeping a record of which designs are selling and how many of them have sold, and also whether I've uploaded them to Etsy in various places or not. So I want to update that. I need to do a little financial update as well, because I didn't quite get round to doing that. I've put edit days 2 and 3 again, which has got a big tick because I've already done that. I need to clean my kitchen hob. It's a real mixture of things. I need to upload, so I think, let me show you what's just happened. Even though it said there was enough room, said that there was enough room, and I've just checked and it says this. I don't know if you can see that. Is that clear enough? Probably not. Basically, it's saying export write error, disk full, there's not enough available space. Well, it told me that there was when I started it. So I've now got to go in and clear some space and make sure that I don't delete the video this time. And hopefully eventually get that video uploaded. I have got to do some thumbnails for some videos. I need to edit my garden video, and then I need to edit the footage from yesterday, from day 4. So it's a huge long list. My intention is not to get everything on here done, but I just wanted to almost like create a master list of all the things I need to get done at some point soon, and then just start ticking them off. So this is actually making me feel quite sulky again. but I'm going to be good. My first job then is going to be to clear some space on my iPad again, see if there's anything else that I can get rid of or move to, like move to the cloud or what have you, and get that video uploading. Otherwise there's going to be like a 5-day gap in between every single vlog that I put out. So yeah, so I'm just going to be Miss Sulky Knickers today, I'm afraid, and I'm going to go and do that, and I'll see you again in a little while, hopefully with some good news that it's done. Oh guys, I'm back briefly. I think when I do any more filming in here today, I'm going to have to put more lights on because it is dark, it's miserable, and it's raining, and it's definitely affecting my motivation. I've been procrastinating, I've been faffing, oh, and I'm on 20% battery, that's great. But I have done some things, right, I've done, this is so boring, this is just like an update of what I've done, which is kind of what most of my vlogs are at the moment, because let's face it, that's the name of the game, is just trying to get things done. So I've taken all the stuff down to the compost bin. I can't see under my scribbling out. Oh, mailing list. I've set up a mailing list. Right, what I've done is I've figured out what's going to be the best place to host a mailing list for the decorative paper business. And then I've made a decision, because do you remember I was, ages ago, those of you that watch everything, I was trying to work out whether to start a Substack or Patreon for this channel, for us, basically. And it's mainly going to be for the people, I think, that watch the vlogs, although it might not be. I don't know yet. But basically, I want an opportunity to like chat specifically to the people that are particularly interested in the stuff that I'm doing, and have something where we can have a conversation and people can interact with each other and all of that kind of stuff. So I am definitely going to go for Substack, because I've gone and checked out some of them, and it's basically like a little mini website, but with less faff of having to set that up. And you can have a free option and a paid for option, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to put, you know, a load of stuff on there for people for free, just anyone who kind of would quite like to get some extra content from me. And then have a paid for option where I might add some, because I think they're in, so you can have like podcasts and things on there, and I think they are at the moment beta testing their like a video version where you can add videos and things to your posts or what have you, sort of inbuilt into like I said, like the little mini kind of website that you end up having. And I liked the idea of that, because I thought, well, when I'm at a point where I can kind of make additional video content, and I can maybe do live chats and just things that are a little bit more, then I can turn on the paid for element, and then it's just there for anyone who wants it, and it's not some like big push. And it's almost like what it felt like, or what it felt like it could be, is just like a little mini membership thing. I don't want some massive thing where I feel like, you know, I'm obliged to have I don't know, like too many set things and lots of different tiers, and I have to do this and I have to do whatever. I just want it to be a little bit more casual, but with an option to add the paid for content as and when I feel ready to do so, and as and when I feel like there's some people that might want it. And at the moment, in terms of like getting it up and running, I can just have it for free, basically. And you sort of have the Substacks, you have the Substack app, and that's where you can access loads of the different things, or you can go on to like the desktop version of it or on your iPad. And yeah, it just I think that's it. It looks more attractive, and it has more features than Patreon. With Patreon, I feel like you have to cobble everything together. So things like you have to like add a Discord to it and various other things if you want to have like a forum style chat, whereas with Substack everything is pretty much built in. I've just realised I've left my lunch on. I need to go and get it. I'll be back. Hello. As you can see, it has brightened up in here. The day has got better. I am feeling better and I have been fairly productive. Yet again though, I really apologise. I feel like I'm not showing you very much of what I'm doing and I'm not really going anywhere, but it's just been like the last couple of days have just been getting a lot of jobs done at home, and that's kind of all it has been. But one of the things I realised is that I completely forgot to come on here and tell you what I managed to finish off doing yesterday before the disaster of deleting the edited film. So I did get quite a few listings done. I got all the listings done that I wanted to get done, apart from the 5 pieces of jewellery that are to go on Etsy. But I have got the photographs, so I can kind of squeeze those into little gaps and things, or I can wait until my next reselling day, whatever. So I got, I think it was, so it wasn't very many, because remember the jewellery did not turn out to be that great, but I'm pretty sure it was about 14 things onto eBay. The very exciting bit of news is I listed the 2 things on Vinted. Within 45 minutes, one of them had sold. So I very excitedly messaged my friend, sorry Shelley, I know it was like dinner time. I was just like, oh my God, I've literally just listed these 2 things and one of them has sold already. And I put the thing on for £1 more than I originally was going to put it on. So that was pretty cool. That was really good. So I printed off the label and everything yesterday, and tomorrow, am I in tomorrow? Anyway, the next day that you see a video, it'll either be tomorrow or the day after, I can't remember what I've got booked in when, I will be going to try again to collect that parcel to get those welly boots. And it's the same place that I'll be dropping off every parcel that I've sold on Vinted. It was just a little brooch. It was just a little brooch. I was going to pop it on for £3 at a kind of sell-through rate, which actually on Vinted I thought that'll be okay because I'll get to keep the whole £3, but decided to put it on at £4 and someone bought it straight away. And what I'm now thinking I might do is yeah, just build it up slowly, but I might just try using it to clear. So I have got quite a few things on eBay that are at clearance prices. The trouble with a clearance price on eBay is that their fees are so high that your £3 or £4 clearance price means that you probably end up with like £1.50 or £2 at the end of the day. Whereas I can sell the item at those cheap prices on Vinted and actually get to keep all of the money because there are no seller fees. And I kind of think I might do that. I might strip out my eBay store of everything that's under a £5 and then get that relisted onto Vinted and just kind of, yeah, use it just to clear stuff through to begin with. That'll get me used to the platform, get into a bit of a rhythm with it, and take it from there. But I was thrilled. I was really, really pleased to get such a fast sale, such a quick turnaround on something. So that's a real positive. All the listings were positive, all the photography yesterday was positive, and I think all that happened is accidentally deleting that, you know, kind of fully edited video. It's the loss of the work and the loss of the time, and then the having to redo the work. It just, yeah, and this morning I was not in a good frame of mind. But let me grab my list, let me have some tea and grab my list and get you up to date. Okay, so where did we get to? Compost bin done, mailing list all sorted as I said last time. Oh, I decided not to bother with the community poll about the buy me a coffee money. I think I will just decide. I don't really need to know kind of what people think about that, and I don't think it's a very interesting thing to vote on either, because, you know, whatever I decide to do, there is going to be a video that has the desk makeover in it. There will be a video of me, you know, going to work in a coffee shop for the first time and stuff like that. So it's not going to actually have any impact on the videos. So it just, in the end, I decided that's a pointless question to ask people, so I crossed that off. I've also got rid of the whole landing page on Canva idea for the scrap paper, decorative paper sort of business income stream. because I found a better option than that. So that I've crossed that off as well. So basically I've been crossing things off my to-do list, not by doing them, but just deciding that I don't need to do them. Where are we? Financial update I did. So I've managed to, after I've taken out everything from the money that came in from those eBay sales, I had to hold some back for postage. I kind of gave myself a tiny little buffer as well, just in case anything else crops up, like a refund or what have you. So I've managed to take £37 off the amount that I need to make. So we are from 500, we are down to 463 now. Slow going, it's very slow going. There's something on here that I've crossed off so much that I can't actually read what was underneath it. I have cleaned the hob in my kitchen. I have uploaded the video for days 2 and 3. And I've sent all of my offers to watchers on eBay. And I have I'm a hair's breadth away from finishing editing the gardening video that I recorded at the allotment, which strictly speaking is not a money-making thing at all, but it's something that I want to get done. And I like to think that because that's the channel that I run, that's completely for fun, and it's helping me kind of organise and monitor my progress in my garden and my allotment, I think it's a good thing for me to do. And also because today is earmarked to be messy, I've decided why not just throw that in to the messy day. So that will be finished soon. And then that gives me, I think we're about 3:30. So that gives me a couple of hours to get on with finishing uploading the KDP book, and then that's done. And then I can probably knock off a few more of these little fiddly bits and pieces as well. And this evening I might do my Etsy research and see where that takes me. So yeah, it's a bit of a muddled day, but I am getting through all of these bits and pieces, and I know when I get to day 6, when I get to work day 6, I'm going to be so pleased that so much of this stuff is just done and dusted and isn't kind of hanging over my head. At the same time, I am aware that I need to make sure I'm not just doing lots of busy work, and that I am concentrating on things that will bring me money, like listing things on eBay, listing things on Vinted, listing things on Etsy, etc. But today was just not the day for that. Right then guys, I'm back. It's actually the start of day 6, but I still need to finish off things for day 5. And looking back at day 5, I feel as though I got a bit stuck on like busy work, on doing lots and lots of things, but managing to avoid the work that I needed to do that's actually going to bring me in an income. And I don't know if you noticed it as you were watching and kind of listening to my updates about what I got done. And it's not that I didn't get lots of things done. I absolutely did. I mean, I can't remember where I got to in terms of just like listing out the things that I got done in that day. I think I can add, in fact, I don't even know. Let me just do a recap of everything that got done on day 5. So took the compost down to the compost bin, set up the mailing list for the decorative paper business, turned on international postage on my Etsy shop. I did a financial update just so that I sort of knew where I stood with things. I re-edited a video that I had accidentally deleted. I cleaned the hob in my kitchen. I uploaded said video. I created 2 thumbnails, one for that video and then one for a gardening video. I edited a gardening video, bearing in mind that my gardening videos do not make me any money at the moment. I just do them for pleasure. I sent all of my eBay offers to watchers. I sorted out all the kind of like the back end and scheduling for the day 2 and 3 video. I set up a sale on my Etsy jewellery shop. I added the mailing list to the decorative paper book that I've been working on all week, and I did all of the back end work and stuff on the garden video and scheduled that. So I got loads of stuff done, but listen to the things that I didn't do. finish uploading KDP book, add 4 listings, like digital product listings to Etsy. So the 2 things, one of which could make me money this month, the other thing could, you know, make me money next month onwards, really. I didn't do those things, and I think it was avoidance tactics, maybe. I don't know, part of me sort of wants to believe myself that actually what I was doing was clearing the decks of all of these little niggly, fiddly, annoying things, and I had set out with the intention of it being quite a messy day, but I've walked away from it feeling a bit dissatisfied, even though I ticked a lot of things off my list that I'm very happy about. You know, there's things like setting up the mailing list for the scrapbook paper or decorative paper business that I'm hoping to build. That's a step in the right direction, it's a step forward, but it's not connected with things that are going to bring me in money today, tomorrow, next week, etc. So I think I've allowed myself to get a bit distracted and have sort of not been focusing on quite the right things. So I'm going to end the day 5 video here. It's been a couple of days where I haven't really shown you an awful lot. There's just been a lot of chatting and a lot of updates in these videos, but I did say that they're going to be messy and imperfect, and they're just going to be whatever I can do in order to sort of fit around the work that I'm trying to do. So actually, you know, another thing I did yesterday was I vlogged. I picked up the camera and chatted to you guys for a bit, and you know, that will contribute to some money coming in probably in April. So, you know, it's, yeah, I'm a bit frustrated with myself. Anyway, we'll leave it there because it is actually the start of day 6 and I am about to start recording for that. So thank you very much for hanging out with me for a couple of days, and yeah, drop me any comments that you like, any questions that you have. It's really, really interesting getting your feedback. You guys tell me when you're, you know, watching my videos. Some of you watch it over breakfast, others of you are watching it in the evenings in bed, and it's really nice to know what the videos do for you, because it's not always obvious, is it? It's not a tutorial, I'm not teaching you how to do anything, and so the value of them is quite difficult to pinpoint. You know, I pick up the camera and I'm just like, I'm not sure what the point in me doing this is sometimes, and then you guys tell me and it makes me want to pick up the camera even more. So thank you for that. But yes, drop me any comments that you like, and I will see you again for day 6.